Hi, it's Mike Rapley here. It's a baking hot day in the middle of June, but a few weeks ago, on an equally warm day, together with my good friend Scott Rowland, 3 times former British Sidecar Trials champion, and himself an AMCA Sidecar Motocross rider, we went to the British round of the World Sidecar Cross Championship at Foxhill. It seemed a good idea for 2 wheels off-road to do a 3 wheels off-road. So this is my few shots on the phone from Foxhill, all about sidecar motocross at the very highest level. So here we go. Welcome to this special edition of 2 Wheels Off-Road. Why, you may ask, is it a special edition of 2 Wheels Off-Road? Because this time it's going to be 3 wheels off-road. So where are we going? Just wait and see. We'll be there very soon. Right, this is where we are at Foxhill Motoparc for the British round of the World Sidecar Motocross and Quad Cross Championship of Great Britain. We'll be having a look at some machinery pretty soon. As you can tell by the state of the programme, it's very windy here, and I'm sure you can hear the wind as well. But we'll try to get some pictures of machinery, different sidecars, different engines, and maybe even a few people, and of course we'll have a bit of sidecar action as well for you. So here we are, Foxhill Motoparc, and we'll be with you again very soon. If you thought you'd seen a big banner previously, how about that? That's a banner all in one piece, telling you that we're at the FIM Sidecar Cross World Championship and EMX Quad European Championship with all those sponsors. As you can see by this shot of the spectator car park, the event attracted a really good attendance. Not quite sure how many there were, but as you can see, there was plenty of vehicles there. This is on Sunday, second day, because it was a 2-day meeting with practice and qualifying races the first day, and the second day also had several races for the sidecars as well as the quads. This is some action I took on Saturday at the practice. It's really just to give me an idea of the course. I have been to Foxhills in the past, only the once, I think, when it had a 250 Grand Prix there, but it was so abominably wet, as I recall, the meeting was cancelled. Fortunately, it was a dry day, not too dusty, but as you can see from these shots at the back of the course, that there was plenty of variety. Sidecars could do these hills, no problem at all, but if it had been too wet for sidecars to get up them, they can just take the hills out and take the course along the bottom. But fortunately on the day it was in the very best of conditions. Sidecars are pretty good at jumping, even when you take into account the weight of the chair and 2 people. Of course, this was the best quality riders in the world. Quite a decent entry of riders from Great Britain, but principally mostly European guys. This is the sidecar outfit of current British champion Brett Wilkinson, rides under number 199. This is a sidecar outfit with a left-hand sidecar, which is what most of the British and Irish riders use, whereas the foreign entries tend to use right-hand sidecars. It's all based on historical use of. In the UK, we ride on and drive on the left side of the road, so you have the sidecar closest to the pavement, and abroad you drive on the right-hand side of the road, which puts the sidecar on the right-hand side of the outfit. There's no reason one way or another why it should be either way. This left sidecar outfit has got a fuel tank there with a fuel pump on it. Some of them still use fuel tanks in conventional positions. This particular engine, I think, is a 700cc Zabel, which is a German engine, water-cooled, two-stroke, with a large expansion chamber, with silencer on the back. Still pretty noisy, but there is a noise test taken at technical inspection, which all machines have to pass. Yeah, definitely a Zabel engine with a large carburettor, crankcase, reed valve. Moving on now to a German sidecar outfit, which has got a right-hand sidecar. This guy had a young lady as his passenger. There is quite a few sidecar outfits that have girls in the chair. In my opinion, it seems to be one of the most physical sports that anybody could take up.
Stroke engine?
Yes?
It's 640.
640.
640, yeah.
Husqvarna. But
Husqvarna, yeah.
And watching them go around in practice and also in the races, together they were doing well. I'm not sure that they managed to get championship points, but only top 15 places get points, and there was a full house entry of 30 sidecars on the start line. Talking of the start line, qualification on Saturday is to get a start line position, because with 30 sidecars on the line, there's only room for 15 in one line, so you have two rows. So you need to be in the first 15 from qualifying if you want a front row start. Most of the outfits that are used are manufactured by a former world champion by the name of Daniel Williamson, or Wilhelmsen. I think he retails them as WSP outfits. There seems to be a reasonable amount of sponsorship, certainly for crews from Europe, but this is still very much a sport from, well, I was going to say from the past, but there is no manufacturer involvement from anybody like KTM or Husqvarna or Honda or Yamaha, Suzuki. It's all self-sponsored, and the engineering side of it is pretty interesting, because most of the four-stroke engines are based on Husqvarnas, 450 Husqvarnas, which are re-engineered with a new cylinder barrel and a modified head to take them up to 640cc. And the two strokes are, as I said earlier on, 700cc singles. This guy on the left there is Stuart Brown. Stuart Brown has been into sidecar motocross all his life. I'm not sure of his age. He's probably around 52, maybe 53 now. He's the single most successful winner of overall British championships, with 18 British Championship sidecar titles to his name, using a various number of different passengers over the years. The most best known is probably a guy called Josh Chamberlain, and together they were unbeatable for very many years and got up as far as third in the world. So a very competent and talented driver. He's also using a Husqvarna-based engine. Moving on now to small display of machines from the past. Wasp Motorcycles were celebrating the 8th, I think it was the 8th day of what they're calling Wasp Day, which I think was going to be on June the 15th, 3 weeks after this meeting. And they had on display some sidecars from the 80s and 90s. This EML, twin shock machine, is with a 1000cc twin shock, 1000cc two-stroke engine, air-cooled. This is a 650 Yamaha converted to an 850, and this is a 1000cc Headland V-twin, 4-stroke V-twin, Headland being a Swedish manufacturer. Moving on now, this is to a Wasp 1000cc engine, air-cooled 1000 twin, designed and made by Robin Wintut, the man behind Wasp Motorcycles. And they of course did chassis not just for sidecars but frames for solos as well. These were designed specifically for sidecar motocross, but I think a few of them got them into road race outfits. Just looking at the EML again, as you can see, the generator side has got a support bracket on there, a bit like a head steady, but this is a generator side steady. I did actually have the opportunity to do a short test ride in my Trials of Motocross News days to have a go on this, on an EML 1000cc engine, which was being ridden by Paul and Mark Millard, British champions of the day. But needless to say, it was far too powerful and difficult to ride for a trials man like me to do anything decent on it. Back onto action now. This is from race day, and whilst Foxhills is a great place for spectator viewing, it didn't actually provide very good racing because it tends to be very one line for sidecars, and the few battles that were going ahead down the field, the guy following was finding it almost impossible to get in front of the bloke or the crew in front, simply because of there wasn't the room to have two outfits side by side. But it was a good day. Can't knock it. I've been to a good number of sidecar meetings in the past, and happy to go to Foxhill once again. Hope you've enjoyed it.
So it's been a demonstration there for sure. It is 6 seconds to gap. So, well, that has been...
Right, that was a great day, or great weekend, with Scott at Foxhills, and thoroughly enjoyed it. Hope you'd enjoyed it as well. Don't forget, Two Wheels Off-Road is your go-to channel, or in this case, Three Wheels Off-Road.